In this use case, I will show you a video. And in this video, you will see that we will not here connect Kurmi to the on-prem environment, but we will here have Kurmi connected only to the cloud environment. And for the migration, we will rely on one of our partners, which will be the tool that will be used to discover everything on-prem, do the mapping, and help you to move all your different, not only resources, but configuration to the cloud. And for that demo, I choose to record a video. And in that video, that is normally like around 25 to 30 minutes, we have fast forwarded some of the parts. So you will see here that all the migration steps, but some of the steps will be just maybe fast forwarded. In this first part of the video, you see here that we are comparing the source environment to the target environment. The target environment today does not have any type of configuration, either configuration of infrastructure, as you can see here, no partition, no CSS, no device pool, but also no resources created yet, okay? The purpose of this migration will be to move all the resources, but also to move all the type of configuration, which is very important because a lot of time it's a struggle for many customers to be able to do the migration of their infrastructure correctly. Now we're switching to the tool, and you will see that in that tool, we will here have different steps. The first step is just to connect to the cloud, to the source environment and to the target environment, and to create a new migration project. The first step of this migration project is a discovery. So here we are discovering all users, all configuration, all devices, everything that you have on-prem. And based on this discovery, it will allow us to do some guess of your configuration. Like for example, we will try to guess what are the sites and what are the setup you have in your on-prem environment that we need to use in the cloud environment. And you will see here this first discovery. So that's why it has been here like fast forwarded. This first discovery will allow us to have a first what we call site suggestion. And this site suggestion will be based on a mapping. Like for example, in my case here, you see that we found that there is 4 sites to migrate: Dallas, Denver, New York, and San Francisco. And all these sites, I want to migrate them, but we have discovered them, and maybe it's based on device pool naming convention, maybe it's based on specific parameter. All of that has been done just based on this first discovery. Once we have selected the site we want to migrate, we will now here do a reallocation. Okay, the allocation will allow us to put all the resources we have discovered into sites. And that's where we will start to have some interesting part of the migration, because in your migration, it's almost impossible to have like 100% of rules, I would say correct rules or no discrepancy. And in that tool, you will be able to fix the discrepancy and help you to here like do the mapping of things missing. Like for example, here, my sites are missing country code. Okay, so I need to fill the country code information. But maybe I have other issue. Like for example, there is no one-to-one match. So I need to maybe ignore some parameters or change the configuration on the target. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. As you can see here that there is a code manager group on the source. There is no mapping available for the target. So I have to here update the mapping manually. And that's all you can here like automate most of the migration, because here, just based on one screen, one table, you will be able to just fix all the warning, all the quick issues. So here, for example, I have another one that we discovered is that there is some token user that are here created to connect to the CUCM, and it's asking like, do you want to migrate them? Of course, no, I don't want to migrate them. So here, I will just like disable that rule and do not migrate these users. I will revalidate the migration. And now we have validated the migration. We can here see that all sites are ready. Okay, so I can select them. And I can see here the repartition of resources and repartition of things that are created per site. In my case, I will select all sites to migrate. Okay, it's not mandatory, but here you can choose to migrate a bunch of sites at the same time, or only one if you want to start your migration side by side. But what we're going to do as well is that we're going to export this configuration. all the configuration we have discovered will be very useful for configuring Kurmi. And you will see that after this migration, all the setup of Kurmi, we can just load this file we are extracting, and Kurmi will be ready to use for any provisioning. So as I was saying, your migration journey will be really simple because you will have a tool ready to use for the provisioning as soon as all your resources are in your new environment. Here, we just started to validate the migration. So we will prepare the object, and we will prepare now the migration. It will be just a quick step. So again, this has been fast forwarded because we have a couple of objects to validate. But this is here a first preparation of the migration and preparation of all the sites. So we're trying to identify if there is some discrepancies or if there is some issues. But here you see nothing major, so we can continue the migration. And that's where now we will have, again, a validation. We found, again, something that we should have fixed here on the environment. So we fixed here the source environment. We ignore this in the source environment. And now we will be able to prepare our migration plan, okay? So I selected all the sites, Dallas, Denver, New York, San Francisco, and I will start the migration. So start the configuration of all the site infrastructure. That's where it will happen. So here there is some dependency. It's very important to follow the right scheduling to just create the right objects. So here, this tool will help you to automate that. So you will not have to worry about doing that yourself, doing a lot of file that you will have to load maybe on the new environment yourself, or a lot of scripts that you'll have to maintain yourself. All of that will be done by the tool. And the final step will be really to move the site. So to move all resources into this new target cluster. So now we're gonna also start this with the tool, and all the change will be done here with our migration here partner tool. And with that said, it's done. Again, we have accelerated that, but normally this process is taking around like 20-25 minutes for the migration of around like 4 sites and hundreds of resources. Just showing you now the new here, the source and the target environment. And as you can see here, that we have now the same resources. One thing I want to mention is that this tool can be used to clone the environment, exactly what I did here today, but it can also be used to just map the environment, meaning that if you want to change your dial plan, your configuration, we can also do that, and we will help you to here like realize the mapping of the environment. But now all users, all resources, all devices, device pool, everything is moved to the new environment. At that stage, now I want to connect Kurmi. Why? Because as I said, a migration is a journey. And here we want to show you that with that tool, you can leverage all the configuration we have discovered and extracted from the tool. And in couple clicks, here you see that we have developed a sort of workflow. In couple clicks, we will be able to just generate a new tenant. Here, import the file we have extracted, so the site information. Import the range of number we've extracted. Here you see that we have couple ranges, and based on this workflow, we will have now here an example of a customer ready to use. So here I'm just loading here the example of user profile, but not mandatory. But here you will see that now we have this tenant almost ready. We will trigger the discovery, and Kurmi will be able to now perform all the change. So here we will help you for the end of this migration journey, because now here you have not only all your resources or maybe part of your resources migrated, but you have a tool that can help you to do all the day-to-day operation. And as you can see here, everything is loaded. So we have our 20 users created. We have all our different sites. We have the repartition of users according to the different profile. And you have all the services like phone, line, and Jabber. And all of that is available here on the Kurmi. So everything is ready. And you can here provide that to your IT help desk, and they will be able to here continue and do the administration, and even maybe like do the administration on multiple environments, because here Kurmi can be used also for not only Cisco, but also many other environments. So if in your target environment, you want to manage multiple systems, we will be here, the tool to help you to manage multiple systems.